Okay, so yep, just get started in a comfortable seat, whatever that means for you. I usually like to sit on a block, but for today I'm just going to keep that at the top of my mat and just do crisscross applesauce with my legs. If you rather do Baddha Konasana, that's fine. If you'd rather do legs long or your hips raised by a pillow or a blanket, feel free. Just take the next few moments to settle into your space, wiggle into your sit bones. Try to pull your shoulders back and down away from your ears. So you're sitting up tall. And a slight dip to your chin. Just noticing parts of your body that might feel tight or sore. Sending love to those areas. And one of those areas for me are my feet. My feet are almost always hurting me for whatever reason. Bad shoes, weird feet, whatever it is. So it's time to give yourself a little bit of a foot massage with this class. I'm going to be working on them as well. So whenever it makes sense in your breath cycle, let out a big open mouth exhale. As if your day is over, your glass of wine or dinner is coming up soon. And take a full breath in, filling up your belly, sitting up a little bit taller. Open mouth exhale, let it go. Another one just like that. Deep breath in, imagine your body expanding at 360 degrees. Open mouth exhale, relax your jaw while you start to pull your navel in, squeezing the air out. And take another full breath in, fill up to your peak. Pause at the top, seal your lips. Exhale through your nose. Bring a slight restriction to the back of your throat. So begin to cultivate Ujjayi Pranayama, breath of fire. Warming ourselves from the center, soothing our nerves, bringing our minds to our breath and to our body, letting those outside thoughts just bounce off of you while you're on your mat. At this time, I encourage you to set an intention for your practice. What brought you to your mat this evening? Is it soothing your chaotic minds? Is it literally just moving your body since you feel like you've been stuck still all day? Whatever it is, bring that to your front of your mind now. Good. Gently blink open your eyes. We'll start by grabbing a hold of our right foot. So you can either keep your left leg close by you or long in front of you. And what we're going to try to do is take your peace fingers, your pointer and your middle finger, and stick them between your toes. Yep, we're just spreading out our toes right now. If you can, maybe work your ring finger and pinky finger in between all of your toes. And then give your toes a squeeze, spread your fingers wide. You can sit here tall, continuing to breathe with your right foot getting a toe spread massage. Or if you'd like to get into your hips, grab a hold of your shin, your knee, and just rock it side to side while also spreading your toes. Good. Release your right leg in front of you. Bring your fingers out from between your toes and switch it out. Start by your peace fingers, your pointer and your middle, and splicing them between your big toe, your second toe, and your third. If you have that room, maybe work your ring finger, your pinky finger, so that there is a finger between each of your toes. Again, you can sit up tall, just sitting here, continuing to breathe deeply. If you want a little movement, hug your thigh close to you, hold your calf, and rock side to side. Good. Release your left leg. Pull your fingers out from your toes and extend your legs long in front of you. Staff pose. So scoot that booty flesh out from underneath you so you can sit up tall. Maybe press into the earth to prove it to yourself. Flex your toes towards your face. And then point. Flex and point. Take a few movements like this, just waking up your ankles. And then flex your feet, but floint them. So Barbie toes, which means the ball of your foot is pressing forward. Spread your toes wide. Can you see between each of them? And then release your toes. Maybe take some circles. Your ankles. And then one more big movement here. Feet flex just as we started. Legs long, sitting up tall. Now close your feet like a book. Yeah, big stretch on the outer ankles. And then open it, peeling your pinkies, toes back. Two more just like that. Close it like a book. Peel them back. A lot of inner thigh action. Last one. Close like a book. Open them up. Beautiful. Sweep your arms up. Exhale, seated forward fold. Bring a bend into your knees for this first one. Keeping that nice and juicy on your low back. Reaching for your calves, your ankles, or your feet. And then slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time. Okay. Press your palms into your mat and sweep your legs behind you, coming into your tabletop pose. Root the tops of your feet into the mat. Knees hip-width distance apart, palms rooted down. Inhale for cow, drop your belly as you pull your heart forward. Exhale, round for cat, chin to chest, navel to the ceiling. Take a few more flows between your cat-cow. Maybe taking a little bit longer in one if you're feeling a little dusty. Enjoying the space created along your spine. Good, and then come back to your tabletop, crown of your head forward, tailbone back. Scoot your knees near each other and bring your ankle bones to touch. Slowly sit back onto your heels. This might be a quad stretch for you, totally cool. But what we're gonna go for is a stretch to the tops of the feet here. So maybe reach your arms to the floor behind you and gently lift your knees 1/2 inch off the mat. If you could do a little bit more, maybe you reach a little bit further back. 2 breaths. Good. Gently crawl your hands forward, coming back to your tabletop. Maybe wiggle out your hips. And then move your hands 1 handprint forward, tuck your toes under. Exhale, downward facing dog, hips high. Enjoy bringing some movements here to lengthen the back of your legs. I love pedaling through my feet, lengthening one heel to the mat while switching. Big Achilles stretch, calf stretch here for me. And then return to downward facing dog. Let's start with big bent knees here. So your knees are like maybe 6 inches off the mat. And then press into your palms so much, you can reach your belly to your thighs. Yes, really use those strong shoulders. Take one more breath. Then lengthen your legs, melting your heels towards the mat, empty them out. Downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step or tiptoe to ragdoll's pose. Feet stay hip width distance. And just let your head hang heavy, relax your jaw. If it feels good, maybe reach your opposite elbows, take a gentle sway or bounce. Then dangle your arms down, say yes and no with your head, open and close your jaw. Good, then heel toe your feet near each other. Slowly, mindfully begin to roll up. Firm up your feet. Feel those glutes harden. As you finally stand tall, peeling your chin away from your chest. Ooh, and I have to adjust the screen. Inhale, reach your arms out and up. Exhale, Samasthiti, palms together, thumbs glide towards your sternum. Now take a moment, maybe close your eyes. Just shift the weight forward and back in your feet, side to side, finding that center. Revisiting that intention, what brought you to class. Spreading your toes wide. Good, blink open your eyes. We're gonna do 3 variations of a sun A. So first, bring your hands to your hips, and we're gonna gently come up to our tiptoes, raising our heels. So here, we're squeezing our glutes, slightly pressing our hips forward as our tailbone tucks down. You're pressing the weight between your big and second toe. Lower your heels, sweep your arms up, you did it. Exhale, forward fold, melt your heart down, hinge from your hips. Inhale, halfway lift, draw your hands up your shins or thighs. Create that long, straight back. Exhale, fold. Tense your fingertips, pop your heels, come into a ball pose. So your thighs are together for this first one. Curl your chin to your chest. Breathe through your low and mid back. Plant both palms, step back, high plank. Pausing here, pressing the weight into our knuckles. Slight dome of our upper back as our navel pulls in. We're gonna hinge forward 3 times, hinging forward to our tippy toes, pressing our heels back. Hinge forward, seesawing, hinge back. Last one, hinge forward, you guys got this. Then lower your knees, pull your elbows to your side, lowering your chest and belly all the way down. Inhale for Sphinx. Walk your elbows in front of you, creating an 11 with your forearms. Pressing your wrists down, pulling your chest forward. This feels really good on my low back. Well, what might feel even better is if you bend your knees and begin to make big circles going one direction with both feet. Come back to center, switch it out, going the opposite direction with both feet. Good, and then come back to your Sphinx, toes point back, heart pulls forward. Exhale, flatten your chest, drag your palms underneath your shoulders. Tuck your toes, press up into a table or high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog, press your hips away, gaze at your feet, 2 full breaths. Good, inhale, look forward. Exhale, step or hop, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen your neck. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain, root down, float your arms high. Exhale, Samasthiti, hands to heart center. So if you feel like you have a wobbly balance today, hands come to hips, or maybe try that releve, that heel rise with your arms, lifting your heels, squeezing those glutes, reaching the crown of your head towards the ceiling, kneecaps lifted, 1 more breath. Lower those heels, exhale, forward fold, melt your chest down. Inhale, halfway lift, paint your hands up your legs. Exhale, fold, plant your fingertips around for ball pose. Maybe this time, try to wrap both arms around your shins. It's okay, you're not too far away from the earth if you fall. Keep those heels squeezed in, 1 more breath. Plant both palms, step back, high plank. Pausing here, lengthening to our sides, pulling our hands away from each other. We're gonna seesaw 3 times. Inhale, hinge forward, pull back. Shoulders to pass the wrists, pull back. Last one, hinging forward, lower your knees, elbows bend towards your hips as you lower all the way down. Inhale, cobra. Little bit of weight in your palms, but they stay under your shoulders this time. Press your pelvis down. Exhale, release back to the mat. Tuck your toes, press up into a plank or a table. Exhale, down dog, hips high, armpits circling towards your face. 2 full breaths. All right, last Sunday, inhale, look forward. Exhale, step or hop, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, press your thighs back. Exhale, bow. Inhale, mountain. Rooting into your feet, but floating your arms up. Exhale, Samasthiti, hands together at your center. Find your feet, find that strength in your inner thighs. Lift your heels, lift your arms, maybe lift your gaze. Scoop that belly in, squeeze your glutes. We're here for 2. We're here for 1. Lower your heels, fold forward, swan dive. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Now this time, heel toe your feet wide so that your toes come off the mat. And then lower your booty towards your heels. A yogi squat is what we're going for here. You might not be warm enough, you can stay here. But if you're low, maybe hands together or reach forward. 3 breaths here. Plant your palms, step back, high plank. So now that our hips, our chest, our low back are a little warmed up, let's still do our seesaws, hinging forward. Press your heels back. Hinge forward. Press back. Last one. If you're ready for a full chaturanga, hinge forward, then lower halfway. Flip to the tops of your feet, pull your chest forward, up dog. Exhale, down dog, hips lift high. You can always skip chaturangas. You can modify, try them on your knees, or just meet me back in downward facing dog. 2 full breaths. Good, inhale, look to the top of your mat. Exhale, step or travel, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, bow. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. Good, so your feet can be together or hip width distance, but pull them away from each other to activate your outer thighs. Sit low, weight in your heels. Exhale, open arm twist to the right. Reach your right arm back, left arm forward, and draw that left hip crease back. Inhale, chair pose, square your chest forward. Exhale, forward fold, let it go, shake out your head, your legs. Plant your fingertips, step your left foot up and back, low lunge. Take up a lot of space here. We still want our front knee stacked over our front heel. Spin and plant your back foot parallel. Rise on up, warrior 2. So my inner thigh is not happy. I did work out earlier this morning. So I'm gonna take some bends and straightens here. Get any cracks or pops out. And then sink into your warrior 2. Belly faces the side, arms out into a T. Wrap that right thigh open. Gaze is forward. Good, flip your right palm. Reverse warrior, sweep up and back. Yes, maintain that lunge. Gaze is up. Good, inhale, rise, warrior 2. Exhale, extended side angle, hinge forward. Press your forearm into your right inner thigh. You can keep your left arm reaching high or sweep it over your left ear. Try to pull this left hip back, right ribs forward. Good. Plant your left palm to your inner right arch. Plant your right palm. Sweep your right heel up and back, 3-legged down dog kick. Now you can stay here or try Ekapada Chaturanga, hinging forward, shoulders to pass your wrist, lower halfway or all the way down. Flip to the tops of your feet, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Fingers spread wide, full breath in, full breath out. Good, other side, inhale, look forward. Exhale, step or hop, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, bow. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. Good, scoop that belly off of your thighs. Sit low, maybe wiggle your toes to prove the weight is in your heels. Exhale, open arm twist to the left, flower your palms to the left side. Heart faces the side, but knees face forward. Inhale, chair pose, square your chest to the front. Exhale, forward fold, straighten your legs, shake them out. Plant your fingertips, step your right foot up and back, low lunge. Lower those hips. Good. Plant that back foot, and then rise on up for warrior two. Check out your feet for that front to heel alignment. And since we did it on the other side, maybe take some bends and straightens into your front knee. Maybe wiggle out those hips. And then find your steady warrior two, using your core. Left inner thigh wraps out, right inner thigh wraps in. Breathe and relax your shoulders down your back. Flip your left palm, reverse warrior. Getting into our intercostals, the muscles between our ribs. Inhale, rise. Exhale, extended side angle, hinging forward. So you're lengthening, and then just placing your arm down, not dumping into it. Arms can reach high or over your right ear. Good, exhale, low lunge, plant your palms to the mat. Root into your hands, sweep that left heel up and back, three-legged down dog kick. Hips are squared down. Either go straight to down dog or try your ekapada, hinging forward, lowering halfway. Plant the tops of your feet, roll your shoulder heads back, up dog. Exhale, down dog, hips high. This is our sun salutation B. We're gonna pick up the speed, just moving with our breath. One more inhale, one more exhale. Let's flow, inhale, look forward. Exhale, step or hop, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, bow. Inhale, chair, sit those booties back. Exhale, open arm twist to the right. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. Tense your fingertips, step your left foot up and back, low lunge. Spoon plant that back foot, rise on up, warrior two. Flip your right palm, reverse your warrior, maintain that bend in your front knee. Inhale, rise. Exhale, extended side angle, sweep that left arm over your ear. Good, fan your palms down, plant them. Sweep your right heel up and back, three-legged down dog kick. Take a chaturanga or go straight to down dog. Once in down dog, 2 full breaths. Maybe bend your knees deeply, and then press your heels to the mat. Other side, inhale, look forward. Exhale, step or hop, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, shift your way forward. Exhale, bow, gaze at your shins. Inhale, chair, Vinyasa, pull your belly in. Exhale, open arm twist, squeeze through your navel. Inhale, chair, face forward. Exhale, forward fold. Tense your fingertips, step your right foot up and back, low lunge. Plant your back foot, rise on up, warrior two, front heel to back arch alignment. Flip your left palm, reverse. Paint the ceiling with your left hand. Inhale, rise. Exhale, extended side angle, long line from your back pinky toe through your right pinky finger. Then plant your right palm, your left palm, sweep your left heel up and back, three-legged down dog kick. Maybe ekapada chaturanga. Pulling your elbows in when you lower, toes point back. Up dog. Lasso your hips back for down dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. We're gonna do one more set. We'll get off our hands. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step or hop, forward fold. Inhale, reset your spine, pulling your crown of your head forward. Exhale, bow. Inhale, chair, sit low. Exhale, open arm twist to the right, pull that left hip back. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, forward fold, let it go. Tense your fingertips, step that left foot up and back, low lunge. Dial that heel down, rise on up, warrior two, belly to the side. Flip your right palm, reverse, sweep up and back. Good, inhale, rise. Exhale, extended side angle, pressing your forearm into your thigh. Good, keep the motion going. Plant your left palm, plant your right palm, sweep that right heel up and back. chaturanga or down dog. Once in down dog, 2 full breaths. Last one, inhale, look forward. Exhale, step or hop, feet together, fold. Inhale, press your thighs back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair, wiggle those toes. Exhale, open arms twist to the left. Inhale, chair, face forward. Exhale, forward fold. Plant those fingertips, step your right foot up and back, low lunge. Plant that pinky edge of your foot to rise. Warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2. Flip your left palm, reverse it. Pull your shoulder away from your ear. Good, inhale, unwind, warrior 2. So extended side angle, lengthening out of both side bodies. Good, plant your palms down. Kick that left heel high with power. Flow, chaturanga, if you wish. Lengthening your low back. Exhale, lassoing your hip creases to the sky. 2 full breaths. Lower your knees. Take a seat. Bring your legs in front of you. Maybe swirl out your wrists. Take a sip of water. Awesome. All right, so you're going to meet me in Baddha Konasana. So bottoms of your feet squeeze together. You have a block. Feel free to squeeze that between your feet for more engagement. And then when you're ready, reach your arms forward and slowly roll all the way on to your back. Shimmy your feet a little bit closer towards your sit bones, keeping your knees open wide like a diamond shape. Fingertips come to the back of your skull. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, lift your chin straight up. Inhale, release. Exhale, Supta Baddha Konasana crunches. Use your breath. Open mouth exhales, totally cool. Actually, I encourage it as if somebody was punching you in the stomach and forcing that air out. You guys gotta keep your feet squeezed together. We got 8 more. Curling your shoulder blades up. Right here with you for 6. Elbows wide for 5. Last 2. Last 1. Awesome. Reach to the outside of your knees. Pull your knees to kiss each other. And then maybe pull your knees to your chest. Give yourself a little hug. Gentle rock side to side feels good. Or circling your knees one direction and the other. Great. Awesome. So here we got a toughie. This is not one of my favorites, but I know I need it. So you're going to start with your legs high. Bring your fingertips to return to the back of your head, elbows high. So what you're going to do is lower your feet at an angle so that your low back is still on the mat. I tend to peek it, so you don't want that. So you're going to lower your feet at an angle. What we're going to do is open our legs and then crisscross in front of you. Open, close, while keeping your shoulder blades off the mat. If you want more of a challenge, the closer to the floor, you're going to feel it more in your low belly. Open, breathe in. Exhale, breathe out. You guys got this. Point those toes. Squeeze those inner thighs. We're here for 6. For 5. For 4. Woo! Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. Pull your knees to your chest. Curl your nose towards your knees. And take a big old morning stretch. Fingertips above you. Toes long in front of you. Sigh out your air. Awesome. Pull your thighs to your chest. Grab the back of your knees. You can rock forward and back lengthwise a couple of times. Getting that momentum. Little back massage. And after that second or third rock and roll, find your high plank, high push-up. Good. Pressing your weight into your knuckles, zipping that low belly in, thighs pressing towards the ceiling. Good. And then side plank. Shift the weight to the side of your right foot. Maybe stack your left foot on top of you. Peel them back just as we were opening that book. Good. You can stay here. You can modify by lowering your right knee. Or if you want to advance it, like I'm going to try 3 hip dips, lowering your hips, pressing them up. Keep peeling your feet back. 1 more after this. Good. High plank it is. We got to do the other side. Sorry, and then we'll get a little break, I promise. So side plank on the left. Left hand stays rooted under your shoulder. Press into the knife edge of your left foot. Peel them away from each other as you're opening that book. Stay here, maybe modify your plank, or try hip dips. Lowering 1, 2, 3. Woo! High plank it is. Lower your knees, spread them wide. Take a child's pose. Sink your hips back. Relax your forehead to the mat. Block or pillow. And inhale, tabletop, pressing weight into your hands. You go for broken toe pose, so bringing your knees to touch. And then tucking all 10 toes underneath you. Sometimes that stubborn pinky toe doesn't want to, so you can reach back and adjust. For me, I know this pose is very uncomfortable, so I'm going to grab a hold of a prop and just lift my knees to make that angle just a little bit less severe. Take your time. And then stack your shoulders over your hips above your heels. Close your eyes, maybe one hand to your heart. Good. Broken toe poses, remove those props if you used them. Come back to your tabletop, untuck your toes. And then give them a gentle slap at the tops of those feet. It feels so good getting that blood flow back in those toe knuckles. Good, and then walk your hands, one hand print forward. Return to your downward facing dog, hips high. Reset your breath, full inhale. Emptying, full exhale. Good. Inhale your right heel high. Exhale, low lunge, keep your right foot by your right thumb. Pop that back foot up a couple of inches and spin and plant the heel. We're setting up for warrior 1. Root into your feet, rise on up to stand. You can bring your hands to your hips. You want to square them forward, so pull that left hip bone forward, right hip back. And then press into the pinky edge of your left foot as you bend into your right knee. Keep the engagement in your low belly, your low back, and flow your arms up, biceps around your ears. Warrior 1. Press your palms together, bend at your elbows, reverse namaste. Squeeze your elbows into your ears, giving a good tricep stretch here. Keep knitting together your low ribs. Good, and float your arms back up. Bring your hands to your hip bones. Gently straighten your right leg. So you're gonna keep your hips facing forward, and then you're gonna slowly lengthen your belly, your chest, and your nose over your right shin for a pyramid. Your hands can touch the earth or use a prop that feels far away. Keep lengthening your chest bone over your thigh. Bring your gaze toward your shin. Where's the weight in your feet? inhale, halfway lift. Lengthen your spine. You may want to prop under your left hand or a little bit of support. So we're going to do a twist. So float your right arm high, trying to keep your hips face down. It's almost if you can rotate your rib cage around your spine. Return to your pyramid pose. Begin to bend back into that right knee so your knee goes towards your second toe. Then rise back up for warrior one. You got this. Dragging that right heel back to square off your hips. And then open up to your warrior two. Adjust your stance. You may want to widen it. Feel the mat ripping under your feet. The sinking of your quad. Teeing out your arms. Flip your right palm. Reverse warrior, scoop up and back. Good, inhale, rise. Straighten your front knee. Dial your right toes in. You can bring your hands to your hip bones, or if you're looking for some shoulder chest opener, interlace your fingers. Lift your chin, lift your gaze. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold. Hinge through your hips and drop the crown of your head between your toes. Hang out here for a couple of breaths. And then release your fingertips down to the floor. Walk your hands over towards your right foot. Coming into a runner's lunge, you're going to shimmy your right foot all the way to the right upper edge of your mat. And bring both hands inside of that right arch. Feel free to lower your back knee, untuck your back toes. Hang out here with either your knee squeezed in, or maybe roll to the pinky edge of your right foot, opening that book, and sinking your left hip forward. And also take the block, or lower to your forearms. Good. Press weight back into your hands if you lower down. And if you haven't opened your right knee to the side, please do so now. And then use your right hand to gaze over your right shoulder, twisting through the upper back. Good. And bring both hands underneath your chest. Squeeze your right knee in. Tap your back toe, lift your back knee. And I'm going to show you guys something that I was challenged with last week, and I want you to try it. You're going to keep your left hand rooted down, lift your right hand, just don't let anything touch it. Then you're going to slowly step your left foot forward without letting it touch the earth, and then step it back. I'll demo. So pressing into my left hand, rooting into my right heel, lifting my back foot, gliding it through, and then stepping it all the way back. Try it on your own. Rooting into your left palm, right hand lifted, lifting your left foot, sliding it through, threading it through, and then pressing your foot all the way back to your runner's lunge. Good, plant both palms. Sweep your right heel up and back, three-legged down dog kick. Go straight to down dog, or take a chaturanga, wash it out. We all meet back in downward facing dog. Hips high. 2 cleansing breaths in and out of your nose. Good, other side. Inhale your left heel high. Exhale, low lunge. Swoop your belly in to step your foot between your hands. Bring your right foot up a couple of inches and dial your right heel back. So your whole back foot is on the earth. Inhale, rise, warrior one. Make those adjustments, maybe shorten your stance, widen it. Pull your navel in, point your tailbone down. Activate that right glute. Then reach your arms up. Sink your knee toward your second toe. Press your palms together. Reverse namaste, bending your elbows. Elbows point towards the ceiling. Thumbs come to the nape of your neck or behind your shoulder blades, between your shoulder blades. Keep those low ribs knitted together. Feet trying to pull towards each other. Good. Float your fingertips to the sky. Bring your hands to your hips. Gently straighten that front leg, pressing into that ball mount right below your big toe. Preparing for pyramid pose. It's tough, so square your hips forward, then lengthen your chest forward, kind of shooting your booty back, tabletopping your spine. And then once your torso is laying towards your left leg, maybe reach your hands, your fingertips to the earth or towards a cross. Gaze towards your knee or your shin. Good. Root into your fingertips, tabletop your back like a halfway lift. Keep your right hand rooted on a block or your fingertips tented. And then lift your left hand high for a ball pyramid, twisted triangle. Again, focus on rotating your ribs and trying to keep your hips steady. Sometimes I have to keep my hand on my sacrum for this. Good, return your left hand to the outer edge of your left foot. Bend back into your left knee. Rise on up, warrior one. Take a breath. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. And then open up, warrior two. Adjust your stance. Blossoming to the side. Strong legs. Strong arms. So if I came up behind you, I wouldn't be able to press them down. Maintain that lunge. Flip your left palm. Reverse your warrior. No weight in that backhand. Good, inhale, rise, unwind. Squeeze that front knee straight. Dial your left toes in. Feel free to keep your arms out to your hips, crookeded elbows, or interlace your fingers that opposite them on top. Good, puff up your heart. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold, hinge from your hips. Let your spine be pulled long by the weight of your skull. If your body is craving something other than a chest expansion, feel free to take it. Lunges side to side, twists. We will have time to get into crow in a minute. Last breath. Inhale, halfway lift, create space, and then walk your hands towards your left foot. Find your runner's lunge, so walk your left foot out wide, plant your palms underneath your chest, and then lower your back knee and tuck your back toes. Making those adjustments here, maybe making fists, maybe using a prop or lowering to your forearms. But taking the next 3 to 4 breaths to sink your right hip down, curling your chin to your chest to smooth out the back of your neck. Return to your runner's lunge, plant your palms underneath your chest. And then if you didn't already, roll to the outer edge of your left foot and begin to use your left hand to gaze over your left shoulder, twisting through your upper back. Good, really getting into those hips. Plant both palms. Tuck your back toe, lift your back knee, runner's lunge or lizard. And then we're gonna try that same kind of like pistol squat prep that we did on the other side. First I'll demo, keeping my right hand rooted down, left hand lifts. And then using your core, using your strong glutes, lift your back foot, slide it in front of you without touching anything. And then slide it back, planting your right toes on the mat. Yes, you guys can do this. I'm gonna do it from the same foot, other direction. Right hand rooted, left hand lifted, root into your left heel, lift your back foot, slide it through, and then slide it back. Awesome. Plant both palms. Sweep that left heel up and back through like a down dog kick. Either chaturanga with one leg lifted, chaturanga old fashioned, or stay in your down dog. Once in down dog, 2 resetting breaths while I turn off our heat. Good. All right, inhale, lift the top of your mat. Exhale, step or hop, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, salvo seat to heat, hands together at your heart. Take a moment. Just feel rooted, grounded on both of your feet. Sigh out that stress, that worry, stale air. Blink open your eyes, prepare for tree. So root into your right foot. Pull your left foot to either your ankle, your calf, or your inner thigh. And focusing on opening your left knee wide. Lifting that butt cheek, that muscle right below your right butt cheek to sit up a little taller. And start at heart center. If you're feeling really balanced, maybe reach your arms high. Or maybe go to that reverse namaste variation. One more breath. Reverse namaste, reach your arms up. Everyone, pull your hands to heart center, thumbs touch your sternum, and then release your left foot. And then take your right foot, the one you're just balancing on, and kind of roll over that toe. You're getting an ankle stretch, but also rolling out that big toe. And then come back to center. You have your wiggles, your shakes, sigh out your air, scream an expletive. Find your center. Then open your eyes, prepare for tree, for Shasana on the other side. Spreading your left toes wide. Remember focusing on the big toe ball mount, your pinky, and your heel, while you draw up your right foot to either your calf, your ankle, or your inner thigh. And continue opening this right knee. Zip those low bellies in. Feel your spine lengthen as if there was a string attaching the crown of your head. You're growing taller per breath. One more breath. If you went for an arm variation, reach your arms up. Then pull your thumbs to your heart. Relax your right foot to the mat. And then roll out those left toes. Good, stretching the top of your foot, cracking those toe joints. Beautiful. It's the last of our standing series, but we've got still some fun stuff on the mat. So let's do one last vinyasa to wash it out. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, draw your shoulders back. Exhale, fold. Take a chaturanga, or just meet me back in downward facing dog. Good, inhale, bend your knees, gaze at your hands, get some bounce on those feet, and hop to your yogi squat. So feet are wide, hips are low, maybe just hands come together, knees open up. So if you're looking to practice your tripod headstand, your crow, this is when I would suggest you do it. I've already done those before, so today's focal pose is going to be what I was promoting on my social media, which I actually don't know the name of. What we're gonna do is if you feel good here, if you feel balanced here, then reach your fingertips down And come up on your tippy toes. So working your toes close to each other so your heels touch underneath you. And again, we're going to be opening those knees, maybe working our booty towards those heels. If you need the support of your hands, feel free to stay here. You're getting a great stretch on your arch, your toes, and your inner thighs. If you want to try balancing, use everything that we've been working on. Those strong glutes, zip up those low bellies, maybe hands to heart center. Maybe steady gaze. Where's the weight in your toes? Pinky, big toe. Press those heels together. One more breath if you're in this version. Crows, feel free to come down whenever you want. And then I'm going to bring my hands to the mat, lift my hips up, straightening my legs just for a minute. Kind of like a rag doll, shake out my tension in my head, my neck. And then let's check on time. Oh, we're good. Bend your knees, and if you feel like you did a lot of toe stuff today, I recommend that top foot stretch that we started class with, knees together, maybe leaning back, lifting your knees any amount. Good. And then shift onto your hips, sweep your legs forward, stomp your feet on the mat in front of you. Have to grab some extra clothing because it's going to get a little chilly now that I've turned off the heat. But whenever you're ready, slowly lower all the way onto the mat. Good. Done a lot of hip stuff today. So let's just do one bridge. So feet are about hip width distance. Knees face the ceiling. Brush the backs of your heels. Inhale, bridge pose, press more into your heels here, squeezing your inner thighs towards each other. Flatten out your thighs, your pelvis towards the sky. And then slowly lower your upper back, your mid back, your low back to the mat. Walk your feet to the outer edges, so that your heels touch the outer edges of your mat, and knock your knees together, broken bridge, one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. Close your eyes. Good. Shimmy your heels in line with your sit bones. Tee out your arms or goalpost them. Then wrap your right thigh up and over. So you're going for an eagle leg variation without your ankles being crossed. And then you're just going to bump your hips 1 inch to the right and just let your knees fall to the left. Keep your right arm, right shoulder glued down, and trace your gaze to the right side of your room. Supine twist with eagle legs. Swivel your knees back towards the ceiling, uncross your legs, and bop your hips down the center of your mat. Switching it out, arms teed out, left thigh up and squeeze as your right. Bump your hips 1 inch to the left, and let your knees fall to the right. Letting gravity do the work here. You have done enough. Chest is open. Gaze becomes sleepy or unfocused. Okay, swivel your knees back towards the sky, and then uncross your legs, bop your hips towards the center of your mat. If you have a prop nearby or a wall nearby, I recommend trying the legs up the wall pose. Since I don't have a wall that I could show you at this moment, I'm going to take a hold of the block. Bring my feet back to the beginning of bridge and lift my hips just enough for either the lowest level of your block or the medium level is right where your sacrum, that triangle shape right above your tailbone is. And then float your feet above you. On a wall, you can literally just scoot your booty to the wall and kind of rainbow their legs up to the wall. Just take a moment to appreciate those feet that work so much today. Letting the stress of your day just drip down your legs onto the mat and pulling away from you. Maybe spread those toes wide to see between them. Point them, flex them, roll out those ankles. Or just let them float above you, weightless. Legs at the wall, people, you can stay exactly where you are. This is a very restorative posture. If you're floating above you with a block like me, bring your feet slowly back to the mat. Root into your heels to lift your back off of your block. Settle back down. And then exhale, happy baby pose. Pull your knees to your chest and then flex your feet to the ceiling. You can clasp around your knees, your calves, or your ankles, pulling your knees around your ribs or your belly. And then taking a gentle rock side to side if that feels good. And then exhale, full wind removing pose. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Wrap your forearms around your shins, coming into that ball, nose towards your knees. Give yourself a big squeeze, breathe in as much as you can. And then on the exhale, unwind, unfurl. Lengthen your legs long in front of you without kicking over a water bottle. Squeeze your shoulder blades together for a slight puff up your chest. And just flop your palms up by your sides, letting your armpits breathe. Take a moment to close your eyes. Slight part of your lips. Just rest. You're ready to be woken. Right. Invite small movements to your fingers, to your toes. Circle out your ankles, your wrists. Rock your head side to side. Reach your arms up and back, taking a glorious Tuesday evening stretch. Open your mouth and yawn. Bend your knees. Roll to either your right or left side for a fetal pose. Then using as little energy as possible, begin to press yourself up to a seat. Facing wherever. And together, we'll reach our arms out and up, gathering all that positive energy we create with our bodies and our breath, and pull it towards heart center to fuel us, to ground us, to give us what we need when we need it. Bring your thumbs to your third eye, space between your eyebrows, connect mind with body. Bow forward, namaste.